What we are doing right now is getting the materials to build the venture. We now have the blueprint, which sits quite nicely in our inventory. And now we are missing some parts. We know titanium wouldn't be a problem because we have all those metal scraps that we can reprocess, and it's also a byproduct of these asteroids. So if we mine this, we get titanium and nexalon, and if we go for scordite, we get titanium and pyrite. So titanium shouldn't be a problem. And I also discovered something very beautiful, which I am going to show you in a couple of moments. As soon as the Reaper is full, we will warp to the refinery and I'm going to show you what I mean. Now at the reprocessing facility, what I was doing was docking up, leaving what I have in my cargo, and then going out again. That is not necessary. On player-owned structures like this, you only need to open cargo deposit, you open your inventory, drag it, transfer, and now if we check for my personal assets in the reprocessing facility, we have just deposited this plagio place. That saves me a lot of time. Now, let's go back to our bookmarked place and gather the material to get the venture going. And since we are doing a lot of reprocessing, I have also found a skill that improves our reprocessed yield. Per skill level we get 3% bonus to ore and ice reprocessing. So that means less work for more. That is almost 10% more minerals which we get out of this ore. It's not much, but it sums up. here we are, folks. I think we've gathered enough materials to build a venture. So that's exactly what we are going to do. We are going to push the start button. In 1 hour and 20 minutes we will have the venture ready. But what would be a venture without its modules? So we now have the civilian mining modules, which will do us good. Can't argue about that. But if we compare it to a minor one, which we can build ourselves, that's almost double. So let's see where we can find a mining one blueprint. Let's sort by jumps. And the nearest is 6 jumps away. Costs 92,700 ISK, and we have enough to buy it. But we will also need, for the venture, this module, which increases the yield of the mining lasers, and by not by much, it seems. Without it, it's 24. With it, it's 25. Is it worth the hassle? Yes, why not? Alrighty, the venture must be complete by now. Can check in the industry tab. Venture. Oh yes, it is. Oh yeah. Now, I want to talk about this little ship, the Reaper. This Reaper has helped us build the venture. It's a free and somehow capable ship, and I would like to keep it as a fallback, just in case we lose our venture, something happens, and we have to start the process all over again. We will have this Reaper sitting here in this station. So let's load it up with the ammunition and the modules. And leave it here. Okay, and now let's go grab our venture. Let us deliver this ship, and not like we delivered our last shuttle straight to Valhalla. No, this one will be delivered into our item hangar. There she is. In all her glory, the Venture. Now this ship might seem not like much, but it does a wonderful job for what we need it right now. Speaking of, we need to fit this Venture somehow, and the best way to do it for now is to borrow the 2 civilian mining modules from the Reaper, since we don't have anything else. So if we go to mining lasers, we can borrow the 2 civilian mining lasers. It should give us a decent amount of ore mined, only because this ship has a bonus, 5% bonus to mining guild. But this bonus is only per mining frigate level, so we will have to correct that. Go here, spaceship command. We go down to mining frigate. We'll have to upgrade this at least to level 3 for now. So let's drag this up, up, and we'll leave the last level here for now. As you can see, I have some unallocated skill points, but I'm keeping those which we received from completing the opportunities, the daily challenges. I'm keeping those for something that's of more value to us when we don't have the time to train it. Now let's go borrow the 2 mining modules and see what this little ship can do.
Have a pleasant journey, Capsulier. Warp drive active. Docking permission requested. Docking request accepted.
Now this is how our fitted Venture would look like if we had the module, but we don't. So we have to buy the blueprints for the modules. Why the blueprints and not the modules directly? Well, 2 things. 1, we save some ISK by building it ourselves, and 2, if we build them for ourselves and we use them, we can also produce more from them and sell them on the market for profit. So having the blueprint for an item is pretty good. And as we see, we are missing 1 skill, light drone operation, because for defense purposes I put 2 Warrior 1 drones which the Venture can use, but I can't as a pilot. I'm missing this skill, and this skill I've seen, if I want to buy and train it right away, it costs me 97,000 ISK. However, if I look on the market, it's only 75,000 ISK. to buy from NPC orders. As we are running low on liquid disk, that's exactly what we are going to do. And 2 minor ones, 1 salvager, 1 propulsion module, 1 shield extender, mining survey chipset, and mining laser upgrade. That's what we need to buy the blueprints for. We don't have the liquid disk for all of them, but what we have, I've seen in my inventory. This one dropped as loot from when I was killing NPCs in the Reaper, and is quite a lot worth. I had no use for it. I literally don't know what to do with it. So if I check on the market details, I could go to Hack and sell it for 5.2 million ISK, which would give us enough ISK to buy the blueprints and even more. So that's exactly what I'm going to do. I'm going to board the shuttle, take this module with me, and go sell it on the market. Now with enough ISK in our pockets, it's time to get the big blueprint collection and the skill book. We are now back in the safety of our home with our new blueprint collection, which has already doubled in size our blueprints number, which is a good thing. More options. So let's first inject this skill and let's have a look at what needs to be trained in order to strengthen the venture's defenses. So we said drones can operate one drone per skill level. So we have 2 drones, we need at least level 2. And we need that like yesterday. And light drone operation. What does this do? 5% bonus to damage of light drones per level. Okay, so another 15-20% would be a good improvement. Let's put this after this one. No. Yes, no. Decisions. We already have 11 days of training just for this bunch of skills right here. Of course, I forgot about them. If we apply our skill points, we get all this but target management level 4 done. I'm going to wait. They're not that long of skill training. 1 hour, 7 hours, 39 minutes. Yeah, we'll wait for that. So let's take the blueprints now where they belong and get going. Let's switch the civilian miners on the Venture and go get some materials to build our modules. Oh, a critical mining success. That's a great improvement right there. At this point, our Reaper would have been more than full. Now we do have 5,000 cubic meters of capacity in which we can hold the ore. If I can remember correctly from the top of my head, previously in the Reaper we were doing about 20 units per cycle. Now we're doing 5 times that much, so that is huge. And we got completed, we got cash. 500,000 ISK, yes sir, thank you. Now the game designers have done a great job. This ship looks so industrial. We now have the ability to gather much more material as much quicker as we did with the Reaper, but that poses yet another challenge. If we reprocess the materials, it's going to be 177 cubic meters of volume. We know the Reaper has a 120 cubic meters, and our venture can carry only 50 cubic meters at a time. So we'll have to figure out something later on to help us carry a larger amount of minerals from the refining facility to our production facility. But that's a future issue, and I'm going to read this episode right here, and I'll see you in the next one.